Greetings, Commanders. Today is update 17. Servers should be going back online at 3 o'clock. So as you're watching this video, or as you finish watching this video, the likelihood is hopefully the servers will be online and you can start downloading the patch, unless you're on Steam, which means it would probably be downloading in the background automatically. So just going to go over the notes. Not a huge amount in here. Obviously they want to keep things hidden for us to find out ourselves. So it says, greetings Commanders, the Elite Dangerous Live 4.0 server are now offline in order to accommodate the deployment of update 17 for you today. Please find the corresponding update notes within the post. We remain on schedule with availability of update targeting 1500 BST this afternoon as per recent release schedule. Okay, so the features of note. The rumbling got quieter and then much louder. So that's probably got something to do with the Barnacle sites. No doubt if you've already seen sort of the teaser trailer that they released last month. Okay, so community issues of note addressed. So added a toggle for aim assist. So that's to do with on-foot combat, located in options, controls, on-foot miscellaneous, enable aim assist toggle. Corrected a missing console in one of the smaller military settlements. Fix small gaps in Crate Mark II hazard ship kit bumper piece. Fix implemented for AX settlement restore mission not completing. Fix implemented for journal not correctly logging ship repair cost in some instances. Not things I've come across myself so far, but some of you may have. Missions to restore power to settlements in Thargoid control systems now properly fail if you lose the item due to getting killed whilst on foot. Bookmark icons now correctly reflect if it's a system bookmark or sublocation bookmark planet within the system. Existing system bookmarks will now not be updated. You will need to re-bookmark these for the fix to be reflected. Okay. Items that surface POIs no longer get erroneously duplicated when a transport mission item has been retrieved. Owned e-breaches are no longer automatically added to player backpacks when disembarking ships at locations that consider them illegal. Well, that's good because I only add e-breaches if I need them. I don't really want to be carrying them around everywhere. Fixed a crash caused by incorrectly handled Thargoid war server data. Ship pips revert back to original player values if they have been altered when ship AI temporarily takes control. Adjusted and improved the wear and tear material seen on the Diamondback Explorer survey ship kit. Well, that'll be interesting because I've got that, so it'll be interesting when the servers go live. I can have a look at that as I'm out exploring currently. Fix for planets not being visible while traveling with FSD engaged. Oh, okay, that's a spooky one because, yeah, you want to see where the planets are. Additional note, locations and environments. The damage of the Revenant's main weapon has been reduced. Additional information of interest. Aside from a minor reduction in damage, weapon damage now begins to reduce 50 meters rather than 100 meters. An issue has been fixed whereby the sound of the Titan's membrane spawning ship sounds would not match the visuals. Well, I haven't experienced that myself. Memory usage of Titan's scenario audio has been optimized. Okay, well, it's always good to have optimizations that will hopefully help with performance issues. Fixed an issue where planetary delay was not being calculated when a commander is not in a ship. I have experienced that one. Fixed an issue where some consoles in settlements would not switch off their emissive materials when the settlement was in an offline state. Defense turret seen at some Horizon settlements now has a working explosion particle effect. A minor adjustment has been made to the small landing pad surround, moving the crane arm so that it doesn't intersect with certain ship kits. Well, that's always a good thing. A spelling mistake has been fixed to one of the Lakon adverts seen in social spaces. At the beach, the ground no longer protrudes through one of the SRV garages. Yes, I do see floating rocks sometimes when I visit the engineers, so that's good fix. One of the structures had the correct collision boundary representative of the structure. Asteroids around Titans are now sufficiently far apart and no longer intersect one another. Missions. Evacuation missions for VIP no longer asked to be placed in an invalid cabin type. Always good if you're evacuating people. Infiltration missions are no longer able to appear in both the operations and support categories. This one is interesting. We'll have a look at this in a second. I don't know what it means, but this line, missions to restore power to settlements in Thargoid control systems, now have more varied text to help better distinguish the different variants. Look very closely. The lettering is white, apart from a few letters which are in orange, which, spoiler alert, or not, spells out "It's coming." Don't know what that means, but we'll see. Commanders on distinct settlement reboot missions can no longer share the same settlement instance. AI and enemies. Optimize memory usage for Thargoid Glaive audio. Optimize memory usage for Thargoid Titan audio. That's good. Fixed an issue where Thargoid Revenant weapons fire audio was not always able to due to sound banks not being loaded as intended. Thargoid Revenant beam weapon audio has been rebalanced. Fixed an issue where Revenants would only vocalize once coming into audible range. Fixed an issue where Revenant grenade explosions could be inaudible due to sound bank not being loaded as intended. Dropping into the Maelstrom cloud from Supercruise no longer carries the risk of a Thargoid scout appearing just in front of your ship. Bounties acquired by previously clean players at settlements can now be detected via scans by local NPCs. Auto landing ships visiting Farseer Inc. can now reliably avoid the large tower. Always a good thing, don't want to be knocking into those large towers. Skimmer movements is now better synchronized across multiplayer games. Hostile ships must now attack the player's ship to cause auto landing to be disabled rather than just being in the vicinity. Breach weapons damage will no longer be partially applied to unexposed invulnerable Thargoid hearts. All such damage will now be directed to the hull. Little section here on ships, suits and modules. Fix the rear right hard point on the Federation Corvette from clipping through the model as it animated open. Adjustments to Anaconda have been made, including fixing stretched texture on the back of the ship, a backwards decal, and adding in a correctly mirrored hardpoint door for the underside. Fix an issue with the slipstream paint job on the Viper. Improve gradient smoothness for a number of ship paint jobs. Fixed a decal on the underside of the Fer-de-Lance. Corrected some issues where some material artifacts seen on the Anaconda. Improved the paint job UV mapping for part of the Eagle and the Orca. The hull points of a landed ship no longer appear to toggle on and off when a second player observer observes the first player disembarking on a planet surface. Commanders are now able to pick up previously dropped e-breaches. Owned e-breaches are no longer automatically added to players' backpacks when disembarking ship at locations that consider them illegal. That's been mentioned previously. Fleet carriers. Changing fleet carrier layouts no longer take effect after the carrier hyperspace jumps. Note, it is necessary to relog or jump away and back in another ship before the layout changes. Okay, so you don't need to jump the carrier. That's good. UI. Changed audio soundscape of main menu. That's good. It was getting a bit boring. AX remote flak munitions text shown when synthesizing ammo is now correctly localized. Engineers no longer display unresolved log entries, so you actually get a proper message. That's good. Players now receive an appropriate message when invites go out to join an already full multi-crew. Fixed instances where station news text could display the word colon instead of news. Correct location text now appears in ship UI when approaching a planetary port in an AX warzone. Camera Suite and Hollow Me screen will now be able to be active at the same time. That's good. When hacking settlement terminals, the progress bar now disappears once the hack is complete. The count of available mission on the mission board now decrements as you accept missions. Point of interest list in the system map is now sorted alphabetically. Okay. Alignment of capture point markers with capture points have been improved. Fixed occasions where completed mission details shown via the transactions panel would use an unlocalized text. Fixed mission summaries mistakenly reporting scan required after scan has been complete. Improvements have been made to the grouping of listening post-codex entries. Okay, so there's a few more bits here. So journals. A mission-related journal entries now all have consistent text formatting of the mission name. Added pilot name field to the Bounty Journal event. Added market info to Approach Settlements Journal event. Added signal type to FFS Signal Discovered Journal event. Graphics. Fixed dark artifacts appearing on planets during DSS scans. Fixed visible seam on asteroid bases. Titan Terror trails now appear on low graphics settings. Fixed instances where Commander NPC eyes were not lit correctly at low graphics settings. So good for people who are using older graphics cards, older setups. At least they'll be able to see things even on the lower settings. There's known issues in line with the release. When viewing the mission board on foot, a number of missions are displaying their location information incorrectly. The issue appears to be primarily related to Odyssey settlements as the target for missions. If the mission directs you to a point of interest location, the planetary information is displayed correctly. In some instances, distances to missions may be flagged as 0 light years rather than light seconds, and planetary bodies may appear as long string of numbers the team are eyes on. So basically they're going to be fixing that with a live hot fix, I would imagine. Head tracking for TrackIR and Free Track is currently disabled. The team are investigating. In reference to this, it's only on foot gameplay only. If you're using TrackIR or Free Track in ships, that still works fine. Known issues and fixes. If you do not see an issue fixed in the list, which is important to you, then it has been addressed as part of it has not been addressed as part of this update. As always, the team are attentive to your ticketed and discussed issues, and we will continue to thank you for your patience in reporting whilst investigations continue. If you find an issue has been fixed but is not present in the above list, it can happen as it's in the past updates, then please accept my personal apologies. However, we hope that you enjoy the fix regardless, and thanks for understanding. 07 Commanders, Sally Morgan Moore. Okay, so it's 3:09 p.m. GMT, or 15:09 if you use 24-hour clock. And so hopefully servers will be online soon so we can download the update. Hope you enjoyed the short video. As always, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for future content. Thank you, 07.